I've spent my entire time I've been with the company, been about supporting and helping people. The time I've spent as a apprentice support manager has probably been the most exciting time I've been with the company, and I just really love that part of the job. I absolutely love coaching people. I believe that by developing people, bringing them forward and making them more valuable, feel like they're more part of a team, is always going to be a good thing. I don't see how that's going to ever make a bad thing. Coaching, I think, is probably the most important aspect of our job, and I think that's where we can deliver the most bang for our buck. So when I think about what value I'm going to add to the role as a principal technician, it's going to be that depth of experience I've got, and that sincere and absolute belief that the guys can do a great job if we give them the right support to do the job. I mean, the guys are always going to be willing to do the job, but it's just a question of us making sure we support them. Alright, how you doing? So, yeah, that's kind of what I sincerely believe is where our strength lies as a business. And my role as a PT would be to fully support the manager. I understand that the manager obviously has got that job of being the link between the guys and the company. I understand what all the KPIs are and why we have them. I believe that we can do a much better job of explaining why the KPIs are what they are. Do a much better job of explaining the whys behind everything. I don't think we do a particularly good job of that, and that is something as a PT I'll be very keen to kind of improve upon. I just thoroughly enjoy what I do for a living, and I thoroughly enjoy what Virgin stands for. I think as a business we are doing the right things and we make a difference to society. So one of the things I'm really keen to kind of infuse with the guys is that we don't do a big enough job or good enough job of letting people know exactly what we mean to society, what Virgin Media and the internet means to society. Everything that we do now as a society gets driven forward through the internet and through social interaction and our ability to interact with other people, and that's kind of where Virgin's at the heart of it. So that's one of the other reasons why I think that the PT role is going to be a valuable role, and I think I'm going to add a lot of value to that role. So, I mean, overall, I'm just really up for it. I'm really keen for the challenge. I really believe that the challenge is there to be grabbed, you know. I don't understand why we're not as far advanced as we are. I believe the guys are really keen to do a good job. I think it's our job, and certainly the PT's job, to be that link between the manager and the team. I'm dead keen on actually getting involved in that, and I'm really looking forward to actually making that happen. That's one of the key things, I think. It's a great company to work for. I thoroughly believe Virgin's a great company to work for. I've seen them come a long way. I've been involved in it for 15 years from the start. We do great things. I've seen the change, I've been around, I've represented the guys, I fully understand the company's view, I understand why we do stuff as a business, I understand why the guys think the way they do, and it's that link between the two I think is where my greatest strength is. My value is going to be the depth of experience I've got with the business, and being able to link between why the business goes forward in the way it does with what the needs of the guys are, and actually bring them forward on that journey. It's not just about filling out audit sheets. I think there's a lot of belief out there that the strength of the role is you've got to go out, you do audits and fill out audit sheets. That's not where I see my value as being the PT would bring. You don't need to be a PT to do audit sheets. I've done audit sheets as a senior tech. As a PT, you've got to do more than that. You're there to support your manager. You're there to support the team. You're there to really bring that kind of strength and that guidance through, you know. I think the role that I'm going to be, the strengths that I bring to it, or the value I bring to the role, is my experience in all aspects of the company. I've had to deal with apprentices for the last 8 months, and that's all aspects of the role basically. I've been responsible for KPIs, I've been responsible for delivering and improving KPIs. Audits on their own without actually a plan behind them or a consistent coaching scheme, I think don't offer much value. And that's kind of where I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I can offer you value by understanding how the audience, the KPIs link in, what you as a manager would require of me, and making sure I'm helping you deliver your targets and your KPIs as well as the team. At the end of the day, we're all going to run forward together, or we're not at all. I think the strength of the manager is his ability to do that role. One of the things I need to kind of give you back is that support, you know. So I don't see how you can possibly do your role without good support and sort of people around you. Yeah. So I'm Dan. Yeah, I'm supposed to have done that bit as well, haven't I? So I'm Dan. I've been with the company 15 years. I think I'm going to call this separately, by the way. Where do I work? Well, the reason actually, let's do that bit as well now. I was thinking about this. I mean, one of the briefs is obviously you want to talk about where I work, so you can kind of see like the office and the environment I work in. But the reason I'm doing it here, filming it like this, is because this is where I work. This is kind of my environment. I work out on the road, I work in the van, I work with customers, I work on our street furniture. Where I work isn't so much a place, it's more of a whole environment. So to say I work in Kent or I work here doesn't really do justice to where I work. Where I work is I work on the road, I work out on the street, I work in a fluid environment, and I work wherever I'm needed. That's kind of my view of it, and that's always been my view. I've been pretty flexible over the years. I've worked in places as like Croydon. I've worked in, I started my career in Croydon. No, actually, start again. I've started my career with NTL as a contractor. That was in Bromley, funnily enough. I then went to Croydon. I spent a long time in Croydon, probably about 8 years or so in Croydon, my vast majority of my time. Thoroughly enjoyed my time over there. From Croydon I then had a national role, so I was going all around the country doing a national role for a long time, which was good. I really enjoyed that as well. Got a chance to meet a lot of different people, see a lot of different ways of doing things, get a lot of different views, points of views. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Then I've done a lean role for a while. I was doing a project role, and then from that I come back into Bromley, which is really good. Worked there for a while, and then I left Bromley and I worked to Kent, where I am now, obviously. Thoroughly enjoyed myself in Kent. Great team, great manager, great environment, great area to work. And then I was given a apprentice support manager role as a secondment, as you guys know. That was from January this year, and that has opened my horizons even further. As part of that role, I now work in Essex, I work in Kent, I work in Bromley, I work in Croydon, I work in Crawley, I've been down to Brighton. So where I work is actually a very big question, because it's a very big area. And I suppose the honest answer is I work wherever I'm needed, and I do whatever I'm required to do, and I thoroughly enjoy every minute of it. It's not their concern. My van is my office, essentially, which is part of it. But no, it's just not just the van's my office, I suppose. The whole of the air franchise, whatever franchise I'm on, essentially the street's my office, the customers' houses are my office, the cabinets are my office. My office is wherever I'm needed to be, whenever I'm needed to be there. And that, I think, is one of the great things about this role. I thoroughly love it. It's that flexibility and variety that'll come with. I'll always have that. So yeah, it's good stuff. Right, let's park this up. So between this, we're going to get a bit more. So my plan now is to obviously do like 4 or 5 of these as I'm driving around, and then just edit together the best bits. But we do need stuff to cut to. That's the reality of it.